Be on the lookout. Be vigilant. Be safe.
Good day and welcome to BOLO. The following report was released by Solidarity in South Africa and points to the absolute disgraceful circumstances and complete lack of the basic necessities to perform even menial duties in the daily operation as police detectives. In the light of this report, we can clearly see why detectives that still want to do their part to make South Africa safe are in an uphill battle. Taking all that was revealed in the report to heart, we are sure that any person, no matter what skill level or experience, will fail to perform their duties and to get the criminals off the streets. Herewith, the original report, as issued by Solidarity Research Institute. Detective services in the South African Police Service are left to their own devices, and this department is heading for disaster if its support framework does not get urgent attention. This is the finding of Solidarity's SAPS report, which was presented to a media conference today, the 30th day of November 2022. This comes after the Solidarity Research Institute (SRI) conducted extensive research among hundreds of detectives nationwide. Solidarity is of the opinion that the report offers an incriminating look at the state of decline at the SAPS. According to Solidarity, detective services form an inseparable part of the legal process, a part that can make or break cases, and detectives across the country are complaining about a work environment where the most basic support is lacking. Not only are detectives overwhelmed with cases, they are also thrown under the bus and are slated as lazy if they complain about the resource shortages they are experiencing to be empowered to do their work. Some detectives are saddled with 500 unfinished dockets but have no resources. Renate Barnard, a network coordinator at Solidarity, explained. It is shocking to think that cases remain unfinished, not because people are not doing their job, but because it is made impossible for them to do their work. According to the report, respondents even reported that up to 4 detectives have to share one 15-year-old computer, which does not even have internet access to boot. They also mention that they lack even the most essential forensic equipment such as gloves, fingerprint powder, and DNA sampling sticks. This makes their job impossible. The lack of resources even means that evidence collected by detectives cannot be permitted in court. At the Pretoria Central Police Station, raw sewage runs down the building's walls. How can anyone work in such conditions? Jens Du Busen, economics researcher at the Solidarity Research Institute, wants to know. There is no internet, no email communication, no telephones, no stationery, no printers, no ink, no vehicles, no assistants, no fingerprint powder, no brooms, no mops, and no toilet paper. Those are the conditions under which detectives in the South African Police Service have to work. Solidarity believes that the explanation for the deterioration at the SAPS does not differ much from what applies to other state institutions. The ability to perform work effectively is restricted. According to Solidarity, this limitation occurs because incompetent people are appointed to senior positions, the available resources are insufficient, and through the ineffective use of capital resources. For inexplicable reasons, detectives with decade-long experience are overlooked for promotion to higher ranks. People become disillusioned and then leave the police service. The overwhelming feeling of detectives across the spectrum is that they are treated unfairly, especially when it comes to promotion. The detective service and the means to support it need urgent attention and intervention. We cannot stand by and watch how a core function of the SAPS disintegrates completely. Barnard concluded. According to SRI, some respondents reported having to take turns using computers and telephones. If work can be done only electronically or telephonically, they have to do something else or sit and wait while their work backlog increases. The report said. In cases where they did use their own cell phones for work-related communication, they were not compensated for it. The same goes for stationery and even printing paper. If detectives do not buy it from their own pockets, they simply have to do without it. SRI stated. At some stations, a single printer was being shared by an entire station, often by more than 30 members. This results in a waste of time if people have to walk to and fro all day for their essential printing to be done. Obsolete computers and pirated software. Many respondents also complained about seriously obsolete computers and software, one of whom said they had to share their machine with 3 others. The computer is almost 15 years old and cannot be used on the internet, they stated. SRI added that other respondents made similar comments. In addition, some respondents said they were forced to use unlicensed software on their computers. When members voiced their concern about this, it is ignored. SRI said. Another respondent mentioned that exhibits processed using unlicensed software are not admissible in court. The report also said virtually all respondents mentioned a lack of official vehicles to perform their duties. It explained that some members were even reluctant to send defective vehicles in for repairs for fear of them being withdrawn from service. As is the case with some of the aforementioned resources, detectives are also expected to pay from their own pocket when vehicle tires need replacement. While such expenses may be claimed back, some say this is a waste of time because such claims are never dealt with. The report said. Some stations also lacked forensic equipment like gloves, fingerprint powder, and DNA sampling sticks. What makes matters worse is the horrific working environments in these stations. We thank the Solidarity Research Institute for the research that they performed. These unjust circumstances needs to be brought to the public's attention. Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to like the video and to subscribe to our channel. Remember to have a safe day.